Hey guys, this is Comixology, and today I'm doing a review for Legends of Tomorrow. So let's start talking about this episode. Here we actually see the team in the future once again, where the show and I guess premise has all started, which is 2166. And that their mission's of course to get Vandal Savage. That's always their mission. But this time there is an avenue to defeat him. We find out that Vandal Savage's daughter has this piece of jewelry that they can melt and actually make Hawkgirl's mace. So they actually have this whole avenue of Hawkgirl almost defeating Vandal, but then we all find out that Hawkbro, if you watch the podcast, that's what we call him on the Legends Tomorrow podcast, was actually Vandal Savage's minion because he was brainwashed. So this was just another reason for Vandal not to be defeated. So right now he's just captured, and Rip kind of understands, but at the same time says, hey, I don't want my family to be destroyed, and I'm sure that'll be a conversation for the next episode. So yeah, Kendra, we see, really cares for Hawkbro, and in the end needs to have a talk with Ray, and it's the same situation over and over again with them. Something that was a refreshing relationship has gotten a little stale with the, of course, drama that they have to add. The same drama in every episode, let me add that. Other characters, what they have to do. Stein gets stabbed in this episode, pretty much to sideline him. He just wakes up in the end and says, but how about the children? And then Rip's like, they're okay. And then Jax was in this episode to cheerlead Adam as he becomes, supersized and defeats this robot that's not really named in the episode, but looks very similar to a prototype that Palmer Tech would create, but they don't really talk about it. They're just like, look, a robot with my sign on it. Is it my brother again? Maybe. I don't know. Sarah had nothing to do in this episode. She was just kind of fighting randomly. Heatwave was there to melt the jewelry. That's what he was there for. And then we also had Cold, who actually did talk to Vandal Savage's daughter to say, hey, your father's bad. And then she's like, oh, wait, I guess he is. So I don't know if she's going to be in future episodes. It looks like she'll at least be in the next episode, but that was the whole episode. That was the whole thing. And I don't really know how to feel about it. It was a weird episode. I will say the first half an hour was really slow and kind of boring to me, and then obviously picked up once we got to see the big robot fight, which I really liked. We saw the mace, which I really enjoyed. I like seeing that with Hawkgirl. Even though like the gold I didn't love as a prop, I understand as the mace it was cool, and plot-wise they needed it, but I feel like it looked a little bit too painted on. So I think prop-wise that could have looked a little bit better, but obviously a lot of the other things looked gorgeous in this episode, like the visual effects with Adam, and a lot of the fighting stuff, so that was cool. But yeah, I kind of just was a little stumped with what was going on with Hawkbro. I thought that was really quick. The way they're like, look, he's in this episode the whole time. It was kind of this really shocking reveal, yeah, and I mean, it meant something for the plot, but I kind of wish they built up to that in this episode. He was just a random minion, and just so they could trap Vandal and have more drama between Rip and Kendra, and Kendra and Ray also. So I don't really know how to feel about that. And like I said, there was a lot of, and another reference to the Legends Tomorrow podcast, a lot of Jax of the episodes here. Jax was the cheerleader. Sarah didn't have much to do. Stein was unconscious for most of the episode. And Heatwave was there to melt things. I kind of wish they utilized our team a little bit more, especially since we're getting to the end of the season. It would be nice for them to work as a team a little bit more. Last thing I want to mention is an aspect I was really excited about with the episode that kind of disappointed me was Vandal Savage's daughter. Even though it was really cool to see her have a connection with Captain Cold, I think that was more because Captain Cold was awesome in this episode. But she was just very, very plain and robotic, and I understand that for the time period and whose daughter she is, but it was hard for an audience to connect to her because she was very robotic and didn't really have a lot of emotions going on. So even when everything was revealed, it wasn't really this emotional moment. It was just kind of a passing thing. That way she could be on the side of the team. So that could have, hopefully in future episodes, if they utilize her more, we'll dig deeper into her character and her personality. But wasn't feeling that story as much either. So overall, like I said, it was a weird episode with some good elements in the episode, but plot-wise, not everything connected as much as I wanted to. And I think that it does add up to the Vandal Savage story not being treated the best this whole season, and not really knowing what to do with the villain as a full big, the big bad of the season. They didn't really know how to handle the character, I felt. And I think that's really, you get to see that a lot in this episode. The aftermath of not really building that character up as a villain as much as they should have as the audience to connect to him as a villain. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Of course, listen to the Legends of Tomorrow podcast to see even more of our thoughts and more discussions about the episode. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.